Hey, let's talk about this apple glazed pull-apart bread. It is super easy to make and so delicious, y'all. It's like an apple fritter's best friend, if you will. So, of course, we need to start with some Granny Smith apples, the green ones in your grocery store. So first thing first, we're going to want to peel all of the skin off of these Granny Smith apples. I am using a paring knife here to get all of the skin off. You can most certainly use a vegetable peeler. It works just as well. Then you're going to get a chef's knife and cut the apples directly in half, just like so. And then take those halves and cut them in half one more time, just like this. Then you're going to go back with your paring knife and just get all of that middle part out, get the seeds out, get the stem off. Be careful here so you don't cut yourself. You can use the cutting board if you need to get the seeds out. Next, we're going to dice our apples. So just slice them into thin slices like so. Then you will turn them on their sides and start dicing them down. They don't have to be completely even pieces, as we're going to cook them down in the sauce anyway. So just continue slicing and dicing these apples until you get them all done. Some of my pieces did begin to get a little bit larger than others, so I cut the halves down the middle even more so that I could get them into smaller pieces. That is completely up to you. Cut them as big or as small as you like. The point is to just get a nice fine dice here. Now we're going to begin on our sauce. So you want to get some butter, make sure that it's unsalted, and melt it in a small saucepan just like so. Then you're going to add your apples directly into the butter, and we're going to simmer away, stir them in. Just stir every so often so that they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. We're going to simmer these apples for about 10 minutes, just a little bit under 10 minutes. The point is we want them to get nice and soft. We want the natural juices to release in the butter, just like they are here. They smell so good at this point. You're going to absolutely love the way they smell. So this is just around the 10-minute mark here. You can actually see that they've started to get a little bit softer. The little tiny pieces of skin that were left on the apples are starting to peel off, which is fine. So now it's time to add our cinnamon and brown sugar. This is the key component here to make this pull-apart bread so delicious. The full recipe link is in my bio with all the exact measurements and everything you need to know. But you're going to put that mixture right into the butter and apples and let this simmer for about another 10 minutes. It is going to become thick and bubbly just like this. It is so good, y'all. And at this point, it smells amazing. And now we move on to the fun part. Get your canned biscuits, y'all. Yes, I said canned biscuits. This is like the quickest, most delicious recipe that you've ever had, I promise you. We're going to have to try it with peaches next, but right now let's focus on these apples. So go ahead and get your canned biscuits. Take them out, obviously. And you're going to cut them in half and then cut them directly in half again. I tried to stack a couple up. That didn't work. Just do them one at a time because they all get stuck together. So we are basically cutting the biscuits into quarters here. So down the middle, then down the middle one more time, and we end up with 4 even pieces. Then you're going to take your loaf pan. You can use a bundt pan, a baking dish, whatever you like. I like the presentation that the loaf pan gives. Go ahead and spray your pan with non-stick spray. That's super important here so that we can get it out. You're going to put a little bit of that apple mixture into the bottom of the dish and then just start layering your biscuits directly into the loaf pan. Put several of the biscuits down. You want to create one even layer here. They don't have to be completely filled up because you have to remember they're going to rise and touch. Then you're going to put the rest of the biscuits on top and then put more of that apple mixture. Pretty much put the rest. As you can see here, I just ended up dumping it in. And this is what it's going to look like right before you put it in the oven. It's going to look like a lot of liquids, but y'all, it is heavenly bliss. I promise. It's all going to rise and just get nice and fluffy and golden brown. and syrupy and buttery. Just look. It smells absolutely amazing. You can see that the biscuits rose and they took up the whole pan. They're all connected. It's amazing. As if it wasn't enough indulgent, we're gonna go ahead and make a quick icing here. We have some powdered sugar, we have some vanilla, and a tiny splash of milk, and we're just gonna mix it up and create a really quick icing that we're gonna drizzle over the top. This is completely optional, but highly recommended because, I mean, we already busted our diets with this one, so you might as well indulge. Once you add everything together, just keep stirring and stirring until all of the powdered sugar is dissolved and you get the right texture that you want. We want ours to be smooth and a little bit on the thick side so we can drizzle it over the top. And here comes this beautiful flip of the apple pull-apart bread, y'all. It is so good. I cannot wait for you to make this at home. It's so easy. It's so delicious. Your house is going to smell so good. You can make it for a breakfast, for a brunch, or even if you just want a quick and simple dessert, y'all. And it's called pull-apart bread because you can literally pull each little piece off, and it's so simple and fluffy. It is really good. The kids absolutely enjoy it. They love helping me make it. So if you have little kiddos, get them in the kitchen with you to make this one. It's super easy to make. And lastly, go ahead and grab that glaze that we mixed up and pour it all over the apple glazed pull-apart bread because, again, it is just another added sweet touch to this dessert. This one is so fun and so easy to make, but it is sure to wow all of your guests or even just family that you have over. It's perfect for a Mother's Day brunch, for an Easter brunch, any special occasion, or really any day because it's so easy. You can make it at any time. Again, the full recipe link is in the description below. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel, y'all. Enjoy.